Hey guys, welcome back to Husband and Wife Outdoor Life. Ashley and Matt here. We were tagged recently, actually about a week ago, by Sean over on the Mittencamper YouTube channel, and he wanted us to do a top 5 gear pick video for you guys today. We could sit here and tell you that our top 5 picks are something like our Z-Packs Triplex, which we've never actually used outside yet, other than setting it up.
Or our Enlightened Equipment, lovely, lightweight quilts. But, like, you know, everyone's going to have a quilt and a sleep system and a tent. So we wanted to go a little bit outside the box and do a list of 5 kind of personal and unique gear items for each of us that we just could not go on our trips without.
Definitely, yep. And they're not the most ultralight pick. They're not the latest and greatest brand new gear. But we think that these items make our trip more enjoyable for us personally. Keeps giving us the motivation to go outdoors, do more and more trips, and spend more and more time and longer trips in the wilderness.
It's our comfort food, but equipment.
So Matt and I didn't actually agree on 5 set items between the two of us. So we actually picked 5 unique items for each of us. So this is actually going to be a top 10 gear pick video. So here you go. Okay, so here is Matt's number 1 pick.
Alright, I will try to keep this short because if you watch our videos, I do not sing enough praises for this. The Exofficio Bug Jacket. I love this thing. It has kept it from being a fight to get me out in July or August. Bugs love me and I welt up, and so this has totally negated that. Lets me hike in the summer. Favorite thing. I basically don't like summer hiking without it.
A lot of people, I'm sure you've heard the phrase happy wife, happy life. For us, happy husband, happy hiking. This completely changed our hiking. It went from Matt like not wanting to go at all during the summer to being the person at the house saying, hey, we should do a trip this weekend in like the middle of July.
It cuts down on the amount of 8-degree hikes I make her go on.
That too.
And so here is Ashley's number 1.
So for me, my number 1 pick is something you've seen me use on our videos. This is Leukotape. So this is the box that it comes in when you order it. You can order it right off Amazon. But essentially, it is a roll of like basically KT tape or athletic tape. I use it on the bottom of my feet and it prevents blisters for me. It lasts several days and keeps my feet from blistering, and that means Matt can drag me on some longer trails and we can do a lot more miles, which is one of his favorite things to do, and I won't complain.
And so with the Leukotape, I mean, she went from limping off a 2-day hike to now with Mount Blanc, if you guys have seen that, well over 100, so.
With no issues.
No issues, didn't bother at all, great product.
Perfect. And with that, we will do Matt's number 2 pick.
Yep, and so for me, number 2, my lovely REI chair.
The flexlite.
Yes. She had to sell me on this. When she first bought it, I was the one who said, well, these things have picnic tables or you sit on the ground, whatever. I love this thing. You can cook in it. If you are backcountry camping, then there are no picnic tables. If you have watched any of our videos, as soon as food is done, I am sitting in this chair. It helps me refresh for places like Isle Royale. If you get a shelter, it's great. You can sit in it while you get ready in the morning. And for me, like putting on gaiters and putting on one of my other picks, fantastic product. This is not ultralight. This is definitely a comfort item. I know you can see it's bulky. It's not super heavy, but it takes up space. It's hard to pack. But mentally, it keeps me in the game. Couldn't hike without it. Or if I did, I'd be a big baby.
Yeah, he's right. I was the one who originally bought them with, I think, some leftover REI dividend money. And now, since we've bought them, he's been a huge fan, and I keep trying to cut them from our packs to cut weight, and he denies it. He will carry both of the chairs just to get us both to use them more. So, whatever. If he's going to carry my chair, I'll sit in it. They're great.
It's a comfort thing.
I'll give him that.
You got to have your little luxuries.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so now we have Ashley's number 2.
So my number 2 pick is the Delorme inreach. So this was an item we purchased when we did our Mont Blanc video. Here, I'll show it to you a little bit closer. So some of you may be familiar with this. You have probably seen other hikers using it. I really enjoy the tracking feature on it, but mostly the most important part to us is the SOS feature. So we have a backup plan no matter where we go in the world. So we traveled overseas. We had the ability to communicate with home. We went to Isle Royale where there is 0 cell service, and we were able to communicate with my parents, the people who were taking care of our cat at home. And
we even listed our bosses as emergencies in case we got delayed on the island and had to tell them, like, we won't be back for work. You have a lifeline.
Yep. So my cell phone's always off on hiking trips because it doesn't work. There's no cell service. This gives me the option to communicate with home or with work if necessary, although we don't like doing that. Another great feature we found with this is you can actually get the weather. So on Isle Royale, we were there for so long, you know, extended forecasts only tell you so much. Towards the end of the trip, we were using this to get weather for the next day. And I expect us to use this on our next Isle Royale trip when we have a 10-day trip to know when we should take our 0-day. So again, not ultralight, not necessarily 100% needed, but it is a great luxury item and it's a comfort item for us and for our family back home. With that, I will give you Matt's 3rd pick.
So number 3, speaking of not ultralight luxuries, my Cabelas pillow. This is the large one.
Extra large.
This is as large as it gets. Whether I'm home or camping, I recline up quite a bit. And so for me, like rolling up clothing that I already have or something like that, I'm just not comfortable. I have to prop my head up. So taking this pillow and being able to fold it in half, that allows me to sleep. And the couple hikes we went on before I had it, would get 4 or 5 hours of actual sleep. I was cranky the next day.
Not good.
Nope. And instead with this, you get me singing the silly songs and doing the thumbs up and the bad puns and all that goodness.
Yeah.
Sleep better on it. It takes up a lot of space. It is not ultralight, but for me, the type of hiker I am, I like a lot of mileage. I like the exercise. I don't mind the weight. I like my luxuries. I like to have a good time. That's just how I roll.
Yep, that's another happy husband, happy hiking item. Not ultralight, but it makes him happy and it keeps us out there, so definitely in his top 5.
Yes. So now, Ashley's number 3.
My number 3 you have seen before. So this is a Crystal Light lemonade, I think, container. I've peeled the packaging off. So it's a hard plastic with a lid. And it perfectly fits my glasses, contact solution, pair of contacts. So I tried several different glasses cases. I obviously wear glasses.
Really?
Yeah, really. And there's a lot of hard-sided cases to protect my eyewear. Without them, I cannot see. So if we were to get, you know, somewhere deep in the wilderness and I didn't have my glasses, or if they were broken, we would be in a bit of trouble. So for me, having a quality glasses case is huge. But as you know, the hard-sided glasses cases are very, very heavy in the ultralight world. So switching to something with a hard plastic, but also ultralight, was kind of a cool idea. And I saw this online and I've been promoting it ever since. This is a great tool, even though it's not a piece of gear that you would buy from, say, REI. You can pick this up at any grocery store. It's the Crystal Light containers, and I will link it below so you can find it. The Crystal Light lemonade is not actually that good, but you get a glasses case and some free lemonade. And with that, I will give you Matt's 4th pick?
Yep.
4th pick.
So speaking of things that aren't strictly hiking gear, my Ace neoprene knee braces. I have bad knees. They're amazing. They keep my knees in shape and allow me to do hikes I wouldn't be able to do otherwise, especially downhills.
Yeah, it's another product like the Leukotape. So treat your body well, and you'll be able to hike a lot further.
And so with that, Ashley's number 4.
My number 4 is something you've probably seen me wearing on our trips in the last probably year or 2 years maybe. This is a through pack. It's a fanny pack. It's very stylish. I bought it specifically for our camera gear. So obviously we film our hikes, constantly reaching.
Is that what that is?
Oh yeah, that's what we've been talking to.
Oh, I thought we were crazy.
We film our hikes, and so I need to carry my camera gear. It's really difficult to reach back, get it out of my pack. Matt hates it when I stop him and say, hey, can you get this out of my pack? So it seemed like a smart transition to switch to a very stylish fanny pack. I can access all of my camera gear right in the front without having to get back into my pack. I put my camera batteries in there. I have mounts for the GoPro, so on and so forth. This is great. I did buy it with the comfy strap, I think it's called. They come in a variety of different colors. Now this is the older through pack. I was on their website recently and I'll link it below. They do look slightly different than this now, but I really do enjoy it. It's got some organizational pockets on the inside and everything too, and it's been perfect for our camera gear.
And older doesn't mean 80s, despite the lovely designs there.
Yeah, I like it. Last but not least, we're going to tell you our number 5 pick. This is about the only one that we did agree on. And it's another take care of your body and you'll be able to go further. We each chose our shoes for hiking. So Matt has the
Merrell Moabs, I believe they're the
Merrell Moab ventilators. That's the low top hiking shoe. And then these are the Brooks Cascadia 12, the women's in the nice 80s tracksuit color. Take care of your feet and you'll be able to go a lot further. These shoes, combined with the Leukotape and a nice, like, darn tough sock, have prevented me from getting any sort of blisters. My feet do not have any fatigue in these shoes. So I used to wear a Keen, I think it was the Voyager hiking shoe, which I really liked, but towards the end of their lifespan, after they had several hundred miles on them, they started to cause my feet a lot of fatigue. They were very tired at the end of the day. Where with these, I don't have sore feet, I don't have sore legs, and they're a lot lighter than the Keens were, and I feel like that's what plays a role in the soreness.
So for me, the Merrell, like, I have fat feet. I'm a size 12 with an asterisk. Like, the length is 11 3/4, but the width is like 12 1/2. So I have tried trail runners. I have put my feet into so many other things.
Boots, everything.
Boots. They are uncomfortable. I slip my feet into these and it's just like walking on a cloud. If you've seen the videos, foot fatigue has never been one of my issues. We put hundreds into my first pair. This is my second pair. It was never even that the sole wore down. It was just kind of they started losing their grip. So if you did really steep and exciting hikes or rocky hikes, they weren't as good, but that's after hundreds of miles. Even then, they never hurt. They were still comfortable. So comfortable shoe, if you have a uniquely designed foot like myself, try them out. They're wonderful. Keep me in the game.
Yeah.
Foot fatigue has really never been one of the things that come up.
We meant to do like a gear video on footwear before, but I think we kind of covered the main parts already. So Merrell Moab's built for wide feet. Brooks Cascadia 12s have the wide toe box. So at least in the women's version, which is exactly what I want, but the narrow foot. So for me, these are perfect. For him, those are perfect. Footwear is very subjective because these work for us doesn't mean they'll work for you. So definitely we recommend going into the store, trying on a bunch of shoes, figure out what's right for you. For some people that's boots, for some people that's a low top hiker, for other people it's a trail runner. So with that, that is our top 5, or I guess top 10 gear picks. We hope you enjoyed it. So a big thanks to Sean from Mittencamper. Thanks for tagging us. We have linked his channel below. He's got a lot of great Michigan content, and you know, we're really happy to have done this video, and we're happy that he included us. So thanks, Sean, for the tag.
An all-around fun dude to go hiking with.
Yeah. And in spirit of tradition, we are going to tag a couple more people to do their top 5 gear picks. Number 1 is Alex Mayer. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, M-A-I-E-R. We're going to link all these channels below. He has a great series in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan called the Upper Tours, where I believe he did the NCT all the way across the UP. That was awesome series. I really enjoyed it. So Alex, if you're watching, we'd like to see your top 5 gear picks.
So our next tag is Couch 2 Trail. Make sure it's 2 as in the number. We got to know him through the comments, and then we started watching his content on YouTube, and so we would just be really interested to see his take on top 5 gear, what's most important to him.
Yep. The next 2 that we're going to tag, the first one is Up Trail 71. Now I know you've been tagged several times before, and I know you've already posted a video, but you, like us, often hike with your wife, and we'd like to see her top 5 gear picks. We've seen yours, let's see hers, or maybe yours as a couple. What would you choose?
And our next one, Walk Michigan. Walk Michigan hasn't posted in a while, but we really like his content because it's Michigan focused, and we do most of our hiking in our home state, and we'd be really interested to see, as Michigan hikers, what the top 5 would be there.
Okay, and that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for our next adventure. I'm sure we have an early spring hike coming for you. We have a very busy couple of months ahead of us with work and school and whatnot, but we do plan on getting out, and we will post a video. So we'll see you next time.
Mom spaghetti. You can cut that or not.
You eating?
I had a wafer. I told you not to bring wafers in this house. You and your sister are conspiring.
It's recorded.
I ended a sentence in a preposition. I'm kind of disturbed right now. You gotta leave that in.
No, it's getting cut.
Oh.